What's up everyone, I'm J-Semp and we're back here with another art video today. So today I decided to start a new series. I'm going to be creating this series in an entire sketchbook from start to finish. And it's going to be all about spirit animals. And I got this idea from a piece that I did a little bit ago. And basically what I want to do is create my stretched skin style and having a human face kind of stretched apart from an animal face. So, without further ado, we're going to start this first one right now. Okay, so I start out with drawing 2 circles on either side of the page, and this is a great way to make sure that you have everything lined up and you have the layout kind of planned out because you're drawing a very detailed thing and you don't want it to be all over the place. So I start off with the human side of the face first, and then I come in with, as you can kind of guess, but if you haven't already, I'm going to be drawing a tiger for the first one. And I decided to do a tiger because I used to draw and paint tigers a lot when I was a kid. I just had a lot of fun drawing their mouths and their eyes. I thought they looked really cool. And so right now I'm not coming in with a lot of detail because I wasn't sure if I would want to move it around. And you never want to go into a piece creating a lot of detail just in case you have to move something around. Because if you end up doing a lot of detail, then you're like, I don't want to move it around, and then you end up settling. But anyway, so I am now creating the stretched skin, kind of creating the rest of the layout, coming in with slightly more details, adding a little bit of the mane for the tiger, and doing all these little things to kind of redefine the sketchy line work that I did before. And so I'm doing this because I know that I want to make everything super defined because I'm going to be inking it later. And I want to know exactly where I'm going to be coming in with my pen. So right now I'm coming in with a little bit more detail for the tiger, and that's creating these illusions of hair by creating these just lines that are pretty vertical, no cross hatching, no nothing like that. I wanted to create it very simple because I wanted it to mirror the style that I did for the human face, which was also very simple. So now you can see I'm coming in with ink, and I wanted this series to have this black background because I wanted it to be, or give this representation of a finished piece. I find that when I create a piece and it has a filled background, it feels a lot more finished than a piece that would, just have a white background. It kind of changes it from a sketch to a finished piece, in my opinion. So I'm coming in with ink that I put in a little cup, and I'm using a brush to brush it around because I knew if I were to color it in with, say, a marker, it would take a lot longer. Now I'm coming in with my ballpoint pen to accentuate those features and create that darkness that can help balance out that dark background. I really liked my line work with the pencil, but I knew that wouldn't be feasible to keep because pencils are only gray and it would get lost in that really dark background. And I really wanted this piece to create a very graphic design, feel almost like a kind of old ancient medieval text where you see these images that are very cross-hatched and representations of what they're trying to portray. So it's not necessarily realism, but it's a more simplistic version. And so I did a lot of cross-hatching on the human side, and I'm trying to balance out that style on the tiger side, which I'm having a little bit of difficulty doing because you can't really cross-hatch, at least I found with the level of detail that I was doing, because I wanted it to give the representation of, or the illusion of hair, and I found that if I cross-hatched, it wouldn't give that flowing look. But I ended up, being pretty satisfied with how I ended up doing the hair. I was really happy with the original pencil drawing, so it was hard transitioning into the pen drawing. And you can see now I'm coming in with white paint to add a bit of patterning around the characters itself because, like I said, I wanted to give it that medieval look, and I felt like there was a little bit too much white space or blackness around the creatures because I wanted it to be, or I wanted it to look like a finished piece. And so I thought this added a lot. I'm kind of just ad-libbing the pattern. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I started with some lines, added more lines, and then brought it all together with some curves. And so yeah, that is the end of this piece. I was really happy with how it turned out. I'm looking forward to doing more of these in the future, and yeah, I'm gonna cut back out to my outro. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys learned something from my process and my thoughts behind everything. As always, if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe if you want to stay updated with this series and all my other posts. And yeah, leave a like if you're feeling kind. Gently tap that like button, don't want to be too aggressive with it. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching.